And okay, so now you can press play on your playlist if you're using that. And we're going to start today in a supported child's pose. So grab your bolster or your blankets or your pillows.
Sarah, just so you know, I think I have a login, but it just wants me to like sign up for free or if you have a login. So I'm going to try my login real quick, but just so you know for other people.
Cool. Thanks, Carson. I'll pause it here. Okay. For a second. Okay. Okay, so now if you want to press play on your playlist, you can do that. And we're going to start in a supported child's pose. So take your bolster or your big pillows or cushions. Take the knees wide, big toes touching. Slide that bolster up just under the chest so your baby has some space. Relax your arms and then turn your head one way. Let your eyes close or softly gaze. And for a moment, just notice the rhythm of your breath. Notice how you feel in your body. Any areas that are kind of speaking to you this morning, sending you messages. Allow yourself to breathe deeply into your low back and hips, down into the pelvic floor. If it feels nice, take an exhale, H-A-ha, through your mouth. And then let each in-breath kind of wave up into the middle back, expanding the back ribs. And finally up into the upper back. You can imagine you're breathing into the arms and your head. Each in-breath providing fresh oxygen to your baby, breathing with your baby. Allow your inner gaze to soften, maybe even like it feels like a little smile behind the eyes. Breathing with your baby. And gently turn your head the other direction. Let your face and jaw continue to relax. And allow yourself to continue to drop against your props, the floor. Drop into your natural rhythm, your rhythm of breathing, your rhythm of being. This space where you can hear your needs, connected in your unique way to your baby. That doesn't always mean that we can like feel everything that the baby is thinking or feeling. Okay, we may not even feel that connected to baby yet. It's completely unique for everyone. So whatever that is, it's fine. It's okay. It's your process. Another few breaths. Continue to drop down, dropping into this posture that is a great preparation posture for squatting. As we're opening through the hips, the lower back, the inner thighs. And as you breathe down into your baby, breathe down into the pelvic floor, letting that region relax and soften. And as your exhale fully completes, then gently bring your head forward. Slowly, softly open the eyes and take your time as we come up to a table position. Move your props out to the side. Spread the fingers out wide and begin to make some movement, circles in the hips. They may start out very small, maybe gradually get bigger. Fingers spreading out super wide, translating that connection to the ground. Connection to a feeling of heaviness, a feeling solid, grounded. Feel free to add any other movements here that feel good, feel nice. And then as you're ready, take these movements the other direction. Last few circles here. And then gently pause in the middle. We'll take a few, not quite cats, but cows. Inhale into a neutral spine. So not quite allowing the baby to sag your back down. Take a neutral spine. Exhale into a cat pose, round the back. Do a few more of those with your breath. Inhaling, lengthen from tailbone to crown of your head. Exhale, round the back, curl the chin. Take a few more breaths here. If your back is feeling kind of tight or compressed in any region, really target the expansion of that region when you come into cat pose. And then the next time you're in a cat pose where your back is rounded, let's hold it. I realize this is it could be odd feeling in pregnancy as you're drawing the baby up. But it's nice to get this middle region of the back stretched, that gets a little compressed. So now holding it here, kind of expand now, even let your body kind of curve a little bit to the left. So it's like you're moving the focus of your cat pose to that left side of your spine. And then do that on the other side. So kind of sway arc your body over to the right. Really breathe into that region of muscles from the right shoulder blade down to the right side of your pelvis. A lot of times that kind of group of QL muscles gets pretty tight in pregnancy, and then come back to the middle and let's climb on up, roll up to the knees. Okay, put a blanket under your knees if you need that here, and let's bring your left foot under the knee. Ankle right under the knee. Slide your left heel of the hand about mid inner thigh. Take the right hand to the floor. Kind of give yourself an internal rotation of that thigh. So that means to kind of roll your inner thigh down towards the floor, push it back a little bit, and then take some little circles here. So this is even this is a half squat, especially when you're circling and letting that knee move beyond the ankle. So if a full squat was not feeling great for you, then you could even hold this kind of half squat. So the next time your knee is out beyond the ankle, hold it there. And now let's kind of lunge towards the top of your mat and back. So now my language is weird here. So now a more like vertical movement. So the knee is coming out over the ankle, and then it's coming back towards the middle of your mat. So you're going half squat back to the middle. Okay, another time or two. And then let's roll ourselves up here. Bring your left forearm to thigh. Stretch the right arm up. Let's take some arm circles. So as you inhale, sweep the right arm back. Exhale, swim it down. Go 3, 4 more times here. And on this next time that your arm is up, keep it up towards the ear, bent or straight. Press the right knee down. Really breathe into that whole right side of your body. And now hold it here, but let's move like kind of halfway into a cat-like pose. So draw your baby back, kind of round forward, and you'll get that region of the right side of your back again. That's kind of QL and other muscle groups that often get a little tight here. And then when you're ready, come on up. Great, let's bring the left knee down. Take the right foot out, ankle under the knee. And then slide the right hand about mid inner thigh, left hand to floor. Give yourself an internal rotation. So you roll your inner thigh down towards the floor and then push the heel of your hand back. So it feels like your right buttocks area is expanding. And then begin some circular movements. Good. Go the other way for a moment, the other direction. And then pause in the middle, and now we'll take that more just side to side, more horizontal movement. I need to explore a really good way to say this in words. So we're going into like half lunge and then backing out of it. Half lunge, backing out of it. I may have said this before, but this is one move I learned about a while back, that if you're in labor and there's speculation that maybe the baby's head is like kind of tilted away, that may be keeping progress from happening as quickly as we'd like. And sometimes this kind of asymmetric squatting could help bring more space to one side and help the baby's head kind of move more even. And then hold it in that half lunge. Great, and then back out, let's roll on up. Bring the right forearm to thigh, reach the left arm up. And take some big arm circles here. Swim the left arm back and swim it down 3, 4 more times. This next time your arm is lifted, hold it. Center straight. Push your knee into the floor, grow a little taller. Lift the heart. And then we'll target more of that left side back muscles to kind of round forward. And then breathe into the left side of your back, closer in towards your spine. Nice, and then as you're ready, come on up. Let's come down to both knees. Let's inhale, stretch the arms up, hook your thumbs. Reach the elbows as straight as you can. Push the knees down. And if you feel like baby is really tilting the pelvis forward, then give a little tuck down. Lift the heart. Then let's slowly cactus the arms back and then slide the thumbs to the sacrum. Squeeze the shoulders back, expand your chest. We want a nice healthy feeling stretch. If it started feeling like too much of those muscles that run over the top layer of muscles, then back out a little bit. And then inhale, come on up, come into table position. Spread the fingers out wide. Let's take a puppy pose here. So walk your knees back. Your knees can be as wide as it feels good. I think a little wider than the knees is good, or even wider as your baby grows. And then start to reach your chest down towards the floor. Reach your tail back. Good. Fingers spreading out wide. And then make your way into a dog pose. Pedal your feet out a few times. And if ever going upside down, like in a dog pose, where we're not feeling great, like if you were experiencing indigestion or it just made you feel, not well, then you can take the puppy pose instead. And then walk your feet out about as wide as your mat, and let's slowly walk the hands back towards your feet. Let your knees bend so you can kind of stick your bottom out, and then let your head hang. Let's shake it out a few times. Yes and no. And then slide your hands up to the knees, take a seat, look forward, spread your toes, really feel the feet on the floor. And whenever you're ready, stand up. If you're feeling it today, stretch the arms up. Exhale, hand to heart, hand to baby. Soften or close the eyes. Allow yourself to simply breathe, feel. And we'll move through a few variations of a pregnancy sun salutation. So inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, bring the elbows to the knees. And then slowly walk the hands into dog pose or puppy pose. Spread the fingers wide. This is a nice place to begin to work the pelvic floor since there's not a lot of pressure in the region. So right in between the anus and the genitals, pull up. Extend your spine long. And then let's slowly lower down to the knees. Roll up, take a baby camel. Let's roll the shoulders up to the ears, roll them back and slide the hands to the sacrum. Expand the chest. And with your inhale, come on up. Hands to the floor, either puppy or dog pose. Notice your breath. Walk your feet as wide as your mat and then slowly walk the hands back towards the feet. Bring the hands up to the knees, look up. When you're ready, stand up, maybe reach up. Exhale, hand to heart, hand to baby, pause, take a breath. With your inhale, stretch up. Exhale, elbows to knees. Walk forward, dog or puppy pose. If you're in dog pose, reach both sides of your heels towards the floor, but keep that nice length in your spine. And then gently lower down to the knees. We'll roll back up into baby camels. Shrug the shoulders up. Slide the hands to the sacrum. Squeeze the shoulders back. And with your inhale, come on up. Back to dog or puppy pose. Notice your breath. And then walk your feet as wide as the mat. Walk the hands back. Elbows to knees. Look up. Take all the time you need to stand up. Maybe reach up. Exhale, hand to heart, hand to baby. Pause, feel. We'll take one more. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, elbows to knees. When you're ready, walk into puppy or dog pose. Lower the knees. Roll up to baby camel. Shoulders shrug up. Chest lifts. Good. And with your inhale, come up. Slowly back to puppy or dog. Fingers and toes spreading wide. And then walk your feet as wide as your mat and slowly walk the hands back, elbows to knees. Look up. When you're ready, stand up. Maybe reach up. Hand to heart, hand to baby. Pause, take a breath. Witness the rhythm of your breath, the beating of your heart, the feeling of your skin, connection with your baby. Anything that drifts through the mind, just let it be something that's passing by always. None of it is permanent. And gently open the eyes. Let's see, why don't you sit on your chair there? And we're gonna stretch our hips a little bit here. So come on to the edge of your chair. Oh, good, you have that one, okay. Perfect. Sit right up to the edge of your chair and pull the flesh of your seat out. And then let's bring feet about as wide as the hips. Let's flex the left ankle, bring the ankle over the knee. Good. Now let's create a little boundary, hand to knee. Heel energetically push your heel and your hand into each other to expand and stretch this left outer hip region. Then as we inhale, let's sit up tall, really breathing down to baby, breathing into that left hip region. Heart lifting a little bit. You may stay here, or maybe your hips turn forward a little bit, tilt forward. Relax through the jaw, the tongue. Nice place to observe the breath in these quieter moments. Making sure that we're letting each exhale finish. Each exhale finish so that each in-breath can really be supportive to you and baby. More conducive to a quiet, not necessarily quiet, but more centered state of mind. And with your inhale, let's sit up tall. We'll pause a moment. Okay. And yeah, well, so if you normally squeeze your kneecap up just to stabilize that knee for a moment, and then we'll switch. Flex the ankle over the knee. Then we'll create our boundary here. Press the heel and your hand into each other. And then as you inhale, sit up tall, breathe down. Either stay sitting up tall or maybe your pelvis tilts forward a little bit. And with your inhale, sit up tall, and then gently release the leg forwards, roll the kneecap up. Great. And now grab your block. Let's put it, sorry, it's way back there. Let's put it medium width between your knees, ankles under the knees. Make sure your feet are parallel, they're not turning out here. Spread the toes and start to squeeze your block. Okay, so we haven't done these wall sits in a while. So if you're not into that today, then do what we're about to do, just sitting in your chair here, squeezing your block. okay? Otherwise, we're gonna do it one time. So if you're into that today, you'll come up against a wall. It's okay if I don't see you for a moment. Make sure that your feet aren't gonna slide out from you. And then place that block between the knees. Spread the toes. Imagine you're stepping on gas pedals. And now flatten your low back to the wall. Okay, relax the shoulders back. And as you're ready, we'll slide down. Make sure that if the knees go out beyond the ankles, slide your feet out a little further. Keep the breath long and deep. So this is like your minute-long contraction here. Okay, so ride your breath. Scan the body. Notice if the jaw's tightening, the shoulders, the tongue, anywhere in your body. You know, relax the arms down, or if you wanted to add some movement, you could inhale, take the arms up. Full exhale, take the arms down. So you're reaching the very bottom of that breath. Go at your rhythm. Keep squeezing your block. Maybe that hint of softness behind the eyes. Okay, this is a lot of sensation in the body, a lot of energy. Good. About halfway there. Just reaching that kind of peak of sensation, and then it starts to wind its way down. Three. Two. Good, and as your exhale completes, we'll lean forward, come up. Nice job. Remove the block. Let's shake your legs out a little bit. Good. Let's do some of our kind of classical standing postures. So let's take our feet wide on the mat. Okay, comfortably wide, so not as wide as our pre-pregnancy body. Great. Okay, cool. And then turn your right foot out to face the top of the mat. Spread the toes, plant the feet down, and let's start to slide the right hand down the leg or use your block, and then reach the left arm up. Press the feet down, especially that front big toe. Roll the heart open, and you may want to keep looking at the floor if you're feeling at all unstable. One more breath. And then with a big inhale, push into your left foot. Let's come on up. And then bend your right knee. Let's go up and down a few times, hands to hips. And then hold down. Bring the right forearm to the thigh, and then sweep the left arm down and up towards the ear. Nice. Push your left foot firmly against the floor. Hug your baby in a little bit, and then roll your chest open. One more full breath. And with a big inhale, let's come on up. Great, and then spin your right foot in, slightly pigeon-toed. Spin the left foot up. Pause, press the feet into the floor. Then when you're ready, slide that left hand down the leg or use your block and reach the right arm up. Press the feet down, burst the arms open. Notice your breath. And push your right outer foot down with a big inhale. Come on up. Bring the hands to hips. And then bend and push the left leg straight a few times. The next time you're down, hold it. Forearm to thigh. And sweep the right arm down and up by the ear. Push the back outer foot down. Hug the baby in a little bit and then roll the chest open. And then push the back foot down with a big breath in. Come on up. Good. And then let's heel to the feet in a little bit. We'll just do a few kind of goddess squats here. Turn the feet out. Slide the hands down to the knees. Okay, be gentle with your body here, your hips, especially with the relaxin hormone in the body. So not pushing our knees out as far as they can go. Spread the toes out. And then as we're ready, we'll inhale, stand up. Sweep the arms either out or maybe gently up. Exhale, sit in your squat, crossing the forearms. And we'll do that a few slow times. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, taking a seat. Inhale up. Good, exhale, sit. 3 more. And hold it down, bring both hands to your heart. One big breath here. And then slowly stand up. Good. Let's heel toe the feet in, shake it out a little bit. And okay, so now we're gonna start this kind of little sequence and to get us into a squat, okay? So we've already been kind of leading up to it, breaking it down. There are a lot of components of a squat. Your hips, your low back, the muscles in the calves, the tightness of the Achilles. So all of that matters. So we've already kind of been focusing on the hips a lot. So now we'll focus on this lower portion of the leg. So we're gonna take a pyramid pose using either your chair or the wall. So your hands will be like maybe as high as your chest on the wall. Start with your left foot maybe 2 feet from the wall, like you're stepping on a gas pedal. And then walk your right heel back a foot or 2. Your feet can be as wide as your hips for pregnancy. And then pivot your back heel down at an angle. Look forward at the wall and then push your left leg as straight as you can. You can walk your hands even higher at the wall if that felt nice to you. We're pushing the left foot down like we're stepping on a gas pedal. And that right outer heel is pushing into the floor. So we're starting to get into the back of the right, like calf region. And then this last breath here, try to stick your bottom out a little bit. Good, and then take your gaze forward, and we'll gently switch. So step the right foot up, and then step the left foot back, a foot or 2 feet or so. Your pyramid pose will be wider in pregnancy. Pivot the back heel down at an angle, and then as you're ready, push your right leg as straight as you can, and walk your hands up the wall. And imagine you're breathing down into your baby, down into your feet. Nice, slow, deep breath. And take your gaze forward and gently step the back foot up. Okay, great. Now we're going to come on to our knees on the mat. And we're going to stretch out our feet a little bit. So bring your big toes to touch. You may want a block handy here, especially if your feet are tighter. And we're going to try to sit back on the heels. And let's try to unglue your third, fourth, and fifth toe apart from each other. So reach back, stretch those out. You know, I like to imagine that every toe, finger, it wants to have its own identity. It does. It has its own role in the body. So we want to allow that here. And if sitting back on the heels is just too much, you can stay forward, or you can even put a block under your knees. So that defers some of the weight. Okay. If you're sitting back, and it feels okay, just let the shoulders relax down. We'll hold it a few breaths. Relax the jaw, tongue. Maybe even exhale like you're a dog panting. One more breath. And as your exhale completes, let's come forward. Point your toes and then give your feet a nice little tap. And then from here, reach your left side back, toes curled under. Walk your hands 4 inches forward. So they're going to be slightly angled out in front of your shoulders. And now push the floor away. Reach back through your left heel. So you're using that force of your hands pushing forward to reach back through the left heel. And release, switch. Right toes curled under. Stretch that right heel back. So a lot of times, someone's hips and back may be really open, but if their calves and Achilles are tight, they can't get into a squat. And some of us, we're just built that way, some of us. But maybe stretching will help a little bit. And then release that. And now lastly, let's come back into a dog pose with the feet together. Bend your knees and now just reach one heel towards the floor. And then reach the other heel towards the floor. Do that a few times, back and forth. Good, okay. And so now we'll get ready for some squatting. So some of us may not need a roll under the heels, but if you're having difficulty getting into your squat, definitely take that roll under the heels. And today, If you have your chair, you can take it near the top of your mat. And then just still have your block handy, like right behind that roll. And then we'll stand with the heels on the blanket roll, feet turning out, toes spreading, and then we'll begin to stick the bottom out and take a seat down. Okay, so you can use the chair as support if you need it, and then lean into the chair and stand back up. Okay, if you're not using the chair, yeah, just stand up. And we'll keep going. Okay, building our stamina in the legs for squatting. I can't remember the exact percentage, but it's a lot. Like the pelvic opening when we squat opens up like, I want to say like almost 30% more than it would be normally. The pelvic canal. You can do this for a while. You can keep going up and down, or if at any point you needed a break or you just wanted to stay sitting down. You can do this with a partner too. It's kind of sweet if you and your partner can like hold hands or forearms and do it together. Or you can alternate doing it, and squatting is really good for men too. It's good for everyone. It's good for most people. Okay, last few. And the next time you're down in your squat, let's hold it. So you can either be using your block under your seat, or if you didn't feel like you needed that, you could move that block out. Take your elbows on the inner knees, let your knees widen. I like to just kind of tent my fingers here, bring the fingertips together. Do what feels good to you, and then reach up through the chest, the top of the head. And then you may even be playing with, you may not need that blanket roll underneath you, especially after doing some of those stretches. When I let my heels come to the floor, it takes the stretch out of my pelvic floor more. So play with that, because I think we want to be kind of stretching the pelvic floor for a pregnancy class. And we'll spend a little bit of time here. Let's start to breathe with it. So inhale, breathe down, relax the pelvic floor. Exhale, gently engage those muscles between the anus and the genitals, and keep going. Inhale, relax. Exhale, engage. See if you can like track that whole process of the muscles relaxing every stage from engaged to relax, and vice versa. Last few breaths. Good, and then when you're ready, let's Let's come on down, sit either on your blanket roll or a blanket or two, unless you don't need it, like unless that makes your pelvis tilt in an anterior position. Let's take the legs out wide. Pull the flesh of your seat out. Let's slide the right hand down the leg a little bit. Bring the left hand behind your head. And let's bow in. And again, get that breathing along the left side of your spine, through the left side of your body. And then roll your heart open, lean back, push your head against your hand. And come on up. And we'll switch. Slide the left hand down, right hand behind the head. Gently hug your baby in and round forward. Breathe into the back side, back area of the body. And then roll the heart open. Press the head against the hand. And come on up. Take your fingertips beside you or slightly behind you, pressing against the floor. Flex your ankles. Relax through the pelvic floor, through the belly. And either stay here, or if you keep length in the lower back, you may start to walk the hands forward. If your chair happens to be near, you could pull that up and relax the arms on the chair. If you're not using a chair, bring this very gentle kind of wave through the body. Each inhale, lengthening from the ground up through the top of the head. Exhale, gently folding. And now every breath, let the muscles in the pelvic floor soften. Last breath or two. This is a nice one too to do with a partner. If your partner kind of took their hands on your lower back and like angled down, it can really lengthen the lower back. And then as you're ready, come on up. Push your chair away. Let's take a diamond pose. So now bring the soles of the feet in about a foot, foot and a half away from you. Take the knees here. Inhale, sit up tall. Just very gently press the outer edges of the pinky toe region of your foot against the floor so the outer ankles get a little support. And either stay here or you may begin to tilt forward, maybe sliding the hands down the shins, ankles, maybe even walking out onto the fingertips. Each inhale, wave the spine long. Exhale, drop into it. As you're ready, come on up. Let's now slide the legs forward a little wider than your hips and give yourself a manual internal rotation. So take, kind of like we did at the beginning, take the heels of your hands now across the front of your upper thighs, push down and roll inwards. As you do this, let your knees roll in, let your feet roll in. Come on up, we'll do a breathing exercise. Let's do it in Virasana, so a more stabilizing posture. So come into table, bring the knees almost to touching. Widen your heels, a little wider than the hips. Iron, kind of massage your calves back. And then we're sitting in between the heels, probably on your block or blanket, as much height as you need to be really comfortable here for a few minutes. Flesh of the seat pulls out. And today we'll try a more balancing kind of breath called alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. This one you can use your hands or not. If you're not using your hands, you're just directing the breath in and out of each nostril. Okay, let's actually try it without the hands, unless you just really want to use your hands today. It might let your mind kind of be a little more free. So find a nice tall spine, neutral pelvis. Close the eyes. With your next in-breath, begin to inhale through your left nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. That was one round. We'll keep going. Inhale at your easy pace through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. That was another round. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. And then keep going at your pace. Easy. And any breathing exercise during pregnancy, we want to make sure that we're not restricting the breath in any way. Keep it very fluid, easy, continuing to allow easy flowing breath to yourself and to your baby. We'll go another round or two. And whenever your exhale has completed, breathe naturally for a few breaths. Notice how you feel. And stay sitting upright for a moment, or if you'd like to walk the hands back for a few breaths, maybe getting a little bit more stretch through the front of the thighs, go for it. Keep the eye gaze soft, maybe even the eyes stay closed as we're approaching rest. And whenever you are ready, take your time, come on out, and make your way into your rest. You may want to kind of let your knees straighten out, either resting in your incline, if you have your bolster, or resting on your left side or right side if that's what's feeling better today. But typically left side for pregnancy. Line the bolster or pillows between the knees and ankles if you're taking this side lying position. Take a blanket or pillow under your head. You may want something for your arms. And if your baby belly is kind of tugging down, you may want to put a scooch of blanket a little bit underneath the baby belly. Let your eyes close and allow yourself to drop into your rest. Begin to slowly deepen your breath. Begin to bring some movement to the hands, maybe opening and closing the fist. Any larger movements, maybe reaching the arms overhead, sliding the legs down the mat, whatever feels good to you here. And as you're ready, take your time. If you're reclined back, then in the best way for you, sit up. If you're on your side already, then press against the floor. Come up into a comfortable seat. And let's close the eyes for a moment or softly gaze. Let's bring both hands to your baby, both palms, breathing into your baby. In your way, being together, connecting. Whatever that is for you, it's perfect. And gently bring both hands, palm down to your heart. One palm on top of the other. Breathe some nice, loving, nurturing breaths to yourself. Allow yourself to honor your amazing body for doing what it's doing, holding this perfect life inside. Maybe trust that it can continue, can go through labor. Our bodies are made for this. We can breathe through anything. Take a moment to be with yourself, your baby, and your way. And then bring both hands to your heart. And we'll end using sound. So sound to be ready to use it if we need it for ourselves in labor or any time. And we can also imagine that this Om that we're about to do is kind of clearing up all of the chakra channels in the body. So we'll take one nice big inhale. And in your way, close out your practice. And when you're finished, release the palms and slowly open the eyes. All right, nice job. I will stop the recording.